Welcome to the Zach and Matt Show Democratic Debate reactions.
Special episode of the Zach and Matt Show. We're here to react to the Democratic debate. Zach, your first thoughts immediately.
Not enough Yang.
Not enough Yang. Where is Yang? Let Yang speak. This is unbelievable. So Yang got only 6 minutes and 48 seconds of speaking time. The next highest is Steyer at 8:24. Steyer is a billionaire who bought his way onto the stage and has nothing to offer. Anyway, let me continue on. Yang currently ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't count Bloomberg because he's not actually going to run. 6. Yang is 6th in the RCP polling average, yet he gets 6th in the polling average, 6 minutes, 48 seconds of time. I guess that's okay. Zach, what are your thoughts on the let Yang speak? He didn't get a question for the first 30 minutes of the debate.
Yeah, it's MSNBC. It's how they roll.
It's just MSNBC. They leave him off graphics. They've left him off like 16 graphics. I think it is time. I think Paget Kagi's right. I think it's time to organize a protest out in front of the MSNBC offices. I mean, even CNN's Chris Cillizza is tweeting during the debate, like, "Where's Andrew Yang?" And that's Chris Cillizza, the jokester of CNN.
His videos suck.
Like, dude, it's so annoying. Like, we come into this debate like so. There's like 40 days between each debate. You come in so hyped up, and your man doesn't even get to speak for the first 30 minutes. It's unbelievable. And then half the questions they ask him are just complete BS. What would you do on your first phone call with Russia? What makes you prepared to deal with a terrorist attack?
Well, dude, all of the debates questions were awful.
Well, that's what we're going to get into next.
Yeah.
You knew it was off to a bad start right away. Rachel, I like to call her Rachel Russia Maddow or Maddow. Starts out with the Trump impeachment question. And we said this before. Every single Democratic candidate agrees on impeachment. There's no discussion to be had besides continuing on your media circus spectacle Trump.
And they started the last debate with an entire half-hour segment on it, and then they repeated it all today.
Yes. What a disaster. I mean, okay, so how do you think Yang actually did? I thought he did well with the speaking time he got. But he always does well with the speaking time he got.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of, on some answers, I felt like he was kind of like nervous or like trying to think of what he was going to say.
Dude, it was like I was telling you earlier, you can do all the Democratic debate prep you want. You never expect a question. What are you going to do on your first call with the Russian leader? And he actually came up with a good answer. He apparently got in his, my first move wasn't to run for president because I'm not insane. That's a good line. I think his closing was really strong.
His closing was good because you could tell he had it pre-prepped and everything.
Here's the problem. We can't give like real debate analysis because we were kind of like working during the debate, like getting all the clips and crap up.
Yeah, we didn't get
So we'll have like a more deeper analysis on our regular show coming up on Sunday. This is more of just like a
initial reactions.
Yeah. Okay, so with that said, who do you think had a performance that either stunk or was good? And you already know who I'm going after once you're finished.
For good, I'm going to go Pete, because I was expecting him to get attacked way more. And most of the attacks, they didn't land, or Pete came out looking all right at the end of them. No one went hard into him other than like Tulsi and him kind of had like a foreign policy little spat. But, honestly, Pete didn't come out looking that bad in it. It wasn't like a Tulsi smackdown like she usually does.
Yeah, she tried, but it didn't quite hit. I think the issue with going after Buttigieg over that is he's a former veteran. Yeah. So it's hard to hit him with the...
It doesn't land home as hard.
You don't know what it's like because he kind of does know what it's like, in fairness to Pete Buttigieg. But perfect transition into what I was going to say. So they literally asked Kamala Harris what she thought of... if you haven't heard, Pete Buttigieg, he came out with his Douglas plan to help African Americans. And he came out with a list of supporters, 400, and he was like, join 400 African Americans in supporting my plan. Turns out half the people are white. And then the even bigger story is he had 3 major figures in like South Carolina politics said that they endorsed the plan and endorsed him, I think. And 2 of the 3 didn't endorse him or the plan. And the other person was like, well, I liked the plan, but I don't support Pete Buttigieg. And Kamala was literally given the zinger, like just like she was at the first debate with Biden. That was her biggest moment of the campaign. That was arguably one of the biggest moments of the entire cycle. She was given the chance to get a strike back.
If Tulsi Gabbard had gotten that question,
she flailed.
Yeah. Dude, I don't understand what Kamala was doing there. I mean, she ended up turning it into a decent answer that actually kind of won over the crowd there and may have resonated with some people. But it wasn't the attack you needed to do in order to make your poll numbers go up and Pete's go down or steal any kind of support.
Kamala's gets cheers for everything she says because everything she says is, I hate Donald Trump and we need someone who's going to not be Donald Trump.
We need a prosecutor president.
Someone said like, oh,
for the people.
Someone said like, oh, she's playing it safe. What do you mean she's playing it safe? Like, okay, respect to the person who said that because they're a respectful Twitter commenter. This is more my.
She's trying to work. This is more
my reply to Kamala. What do you mean you're playing it safe? You've been falling in the polls for months. You now poll below Yang in the early states. The unknown random guy who only gets 6 minutes 48 seconds of debate time, and freaking, she blew it.
She's trying to get a spot in Pete's administration.
Who is it? No, who is advising her? Because in the last debate, she spent like 6 minutes on Twitter.
Kamala has done awful in every single debate, except for, I guess, the first one. She did well optically in the media, and that kind of launched her forward. But I still didn't like her answers because I knew they were kind of false and not backed up with actual.
Dude, going through here, Warren, I don't know. She got the most time. How do you think she did? I have no clue. You already talked about Buttigieg. Biden, he just kind of, to me, again, I didn't really pay that much attention to the debate because I was doing all the Twitter clips, but Biden kind of just looked old.
Biden did okay.
You say that after every Biden debate.
That's because he does okay in every debate. He has his like gaps where he can't speak English and forgets how to talk, but then when he does answer, it's all right, you know.
Sanders, he always.
Oh, there was the very funny back and forth between Booker and Biden about weed. Where, Booker was basically saying, because Biden came out in this past week saying that like marijuana is a gateway drug or whatever. And Booker was basically like, oh, I thought you were high when you were saying that.
I admit it, that's a good line. And I want to transition. So right before we started filming this little segment here, Zach floated a new idea. What do you guys think of Cory Booker as Yang's VP? I actually really like it. I actually like it almost as much as I like Tulsi as VP.
Yeah. Booker does have some of that same bipartisan thing, and he's a minority, which will help in like the general election overall.
Well, we don't want to like play
if you want to play demographics, but like also Booker has a lot of good bipartisan experience working, and he has establishment in Washington, and that's kind of what Yang would need to like help get him things passed.
Booker would be Yang's guy,
and Booker's a very nice human being.
Yes, dude. And regardless of what you think of Booker and his policies, he'd be in the Yang administration, so he carries out the duties of. I mean, he carries out the doctrine of the president. He serves.
Booker's an ethical human being.
Yes, but the thing about Booker is his message is kind of similar to Yang's in the sense that he talks about we need to like end all the fighting and just bring America together and unite, which doesn't work as well when you don't have a good set of policies to go with it, which is kind of Booker's fault. But you put that with Yang, I think it's kind of a match made in heaven.
Yeah, because Booker has that political. Yeah, Booker has that political speak just mastered. Like he's basically mini Obama in the training. He's working on it, and so Yang needs that. It would help, I think, get his message across and connect with the more like typical establishment kind of.
Yeah, because the establishment likes Booker, the media likes Booker, and Yang likes Booker.
I know. Actually, I think that's a match made in heaven, dude.
I just said that, dude. Yeah. You just copied me. You're like Pete Buttigieg.
So do we want to change Booker to our VP frontrunner instead of Gabbard?
I'm okay with Gabbard.
I like Gabbard also.
I do like Gabbard.
Yeah.
But Booker might even be better.
I know. I think there's a lot of benefits to Booker as VP.
Yeah. And he's not going to make the next debate, so.
Yeah.
Dude. They got Pete Buttigieg on right now. Man. What about Klobuchar? She got 10 minutes, 58 seconds. I'm so frustrated that Andrew Yang only got 6 minutes and 48 seconds of speaking time.
We knew it was going to be low this time.
We knew it would be low.
It's MSNBC.
I know, but how do you get less than Steyer? Steyer has nothing to offer.
Mm-hmm. Actually, he has been talking more about policies recently.
Oh,
Oh.
policies. Oh, I'm Tom Steyer. I started need to impeach Trump 2 years ago to collect emails and donors for my list so I could build up a campaign infrastructure to launch my late election bid in July. And now to make the December debate, I need 200,000 individual donors. So I say, hey, donate $1 to my campaign and I'll send you a free impeach Trump sticker or pin. Fucking desperate. Sorry, I don't like Steyer. I liked that Cory Booker went after Warren a bit on the wealth tax. I would have liked to see Yang go after her.
It was at the beginning though, and there wasn't a back and forth.
There was like zero talk on the economy. The question, I think the biggest problem with this debate is the questions sucked. Oh yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Fox News is not allowed to. It can't host a debate. Do you think Fox News would put up a better debate than the shit show we just watched? Absolutely. 100%. You might not like the questions. You might think they're framing it in Republican talking points or whatever the hell you want to call it. But at least there would be a substantive debate on the issues. Yeah. You would learn way more in one Fox News debate than you would learn in the totality of all the other Democratic debates combined.
Dude, get Chris Wallace on here.
Yeah, I do think CNN has done a decent job with their debates. Yeah. But the MSNBC, both the MSNBC ones and the ABC one were pretty crap.
Fox News has done a great job with the Democratic town halls that they've had too.
Yes,
like when they did Bernie.
Because the thing is, there's Fox News and then there's Fox. There's Fox News and then there's like alt-right Fox News.
Yeah,
just general Fox News is just kind of like a slightly right of center perspective. That's your Brett Baers, your Chris Wallace's, formerly your Shepard Smith, but he got fired. The guys like Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham.
I think he left. I don't think he got fired.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he left. That's correct. He did not get fired. He's a good reporter. Yeah. I don't want to say that. Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham and Tucker, those aren't the people doing the debate. They don't do the debates.
Yeah.
Fox News would put on a good debate. Better than the crap we just watched, dude.
Yeah, that was not good.
It was awful. There was very little back and forth between the candidates. Like no distinctions were really made. Like I don't see anyone rising or falling from this.
Yeah, I really don't think there was.
And I feel like if your debate doesn't make a change in the polls, then that means you had a crap debate because it means the voters literally learn nothing that would change their minds.
I think Pete won this debate because they set him up to lose with the questions and it didn't work.
Dude, stop talking about Pete winning the debate. It makes me angry. He got twice as much speaking time as Yang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They said they were going to have equal speaking time this time around. Everyone who heard that, and if you believed them, stop believing them. When Republicans and people on the right talk about like fake news and stuff, they go, especially Trump, he goes overboard. He calls everything that he disagrees with fake news. But that doesn't mean that the media's response to that has been like, oh, if you say fake news, you're bad. No, there's like legit media bias. It happens all the time against the right on left networks. That's like a daily 24/7 thing.
Yeah.
And then it happened against the outsiders like Bernie in 2016. Bernie this time around is still getting effed over. Tulsi is been smeared. Yang gets left out on graphics, gets zero speaking time. It's a farce.
All I'm saying is the three people with the lowest speaking time, all Washington outsider types.
Well, I don't know if you call Steyer an outsider type.
Well, he's a businessman that's not part of Washington.
Yeah, but he's been like trying to impeach Trump for like 37 years.
That doesn't make him establishment, though.
Yang got 5 total times that he spoke during the debate. By far the least of any candidate. Any wrapping thoughts, Zach? Because I know we're not going to make this too long. And I don't want to just ramble all day long about how bad MSNBC is.
Yeah, I don't think there was a real winner or loser from the debate. I don't think much is going to change or be influenced from it. I'll be interested in what the media narratives are coming out of the debate. I don't know what they're going to run with.
What do you think the media narratives will be? Who do you think their big winner will be?
I don't know. Maybe
the Biden comeback. Buttigieg secures his front runner status.
I really think it's Buttigieg holds on. That's what it is.
I guess.
Like,
did it really? Kamala could have taken Buttigieg down. Kamala was already my least favorite candidate. That would have been her moment. Kamala was already like my least favorite candidate. She literally would have elevated herself to like third least just by doing that. Now she's went from here down to here. That's not even possible. Eventually, she's going to be through the floor into my neighbors below. It's going to be insane. If you guys are tired of the Yang media blackout, there is only one thing you can do, and that is donate to Yang's campaign, because nothing speaks more than money. Donate to the campaign. They're selling hashtag Let Yang Speak buttons on the store right now. Get one of those things. Go out in front of MSNBC, wave your signs, and I don't even know. Write people saying like write letters, call them. Zach's shaking his head.
I don't think that's going to do anything.
I typically don't think so either, but the Yang Gang is so passionate. If the Yang Gang flooded them with like thousands of letters, it would overload their mailroom. They would have to do something. And at the very least, we'd have to make them hire like 2 extra mailmen and lower their bottom line. Let's do it, Yang Gang.
That will show them.
All right. And this debate has also inspired me. I'm going to be going all out on the media video time, but I always say that and then I never make the videos. Okay, we're done with this. If you guys enjoyed this show, make sure you watch Yang's full debate highlights and interviews that will be coming out concurrent with this video.
And make sure to check out our full debate breakdown, which will come out on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday. And also
Zach and Matt show number 7.
Also, I will be going. Zach won't be going because he has too much schoolwork, whatever. But I will be going with Ted from Yang Stream to Andrew Yang's New York City fundraiser next Sunday. Ronnie Chang will be there, and I really like Ronnie Chang's stand-up comedy. So I am so excited, and that's all I have to say. Have a great night.
Bye.
Put the money in our hands. 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 Can we afford it? Yes. Will it cause inflation? No. Is it awesome? Yes. Is anyone trying to make it happen? Yeah, that guy.